Hey everyone, how are we doing? This is your boy Hexorcist coming at you live with video. As you can see, we've now sorted out some graphics. So I haven't put a couple of videos out for a couple of days, basically because I've been working on sort of improving the stream, professionalizing everything, and making it look a bit more beautiful, so as we can start producing some good quality content for you. I'm glad everybody's liked the videos so far. Thank you very much for your support. Over 100 subs already. You are all absolutely awesome, and you obviously all play Rush Royale and see me about in the communities and things like that. So yeah, it's great to have you here. As you can see, we now have groovy graphics. We have the gameplay screen right in the middle, and then we've got my ugly mug. I think for all of you, I don't think any of you have ever seen me before. So yeah, comment below if it's what you thought it would be. Like and subscribe as well if you're enjoying the videos, and make sure to hit that notification bell so as you get notifications every time that I release a video or go live or anything like that. It would be great to have some more subs around here. So just give you the layout here. We've got a background which is going to change seasonally. At the minute, obviously, we've got Halloween coming up, so it's spooky. So we've got that, and then we've got the gameplay screen in the middle. We've got my ugly mug up here in the top right of your screen, and just below me is going to be the deck and the build and the hero and everything that I'm going to be rocking for the majority of this video. In fact, I think I'm going to do it for the whole of this video. So a lot of people have been talking about Robot. Everybody's been talking about Robot. Everybody's been trying to get Robot. Now, a lot of people say that it needs to be nerfed. Now, I think we need to wait. I think we need to wait until tomorrow to find out. And this is why I'm going to be running this deck today, basically because I want to see how it does in Rush for Glory. I haven't played Rush for Glory at all this weekend because I've literally been putting all of my time into sort of images and channel development and stuff like that. So we're going to get some gameplay. This is my new, shiny, as you know, max level Inquisitor. So I've been dying to play this and take this for a really good run. And I think that now is a good time to test it. Robot has still got the faction blessing, so I think it's going to be everywhere in Rush for Glory. So it's going to be quite interesting to see. Normally, we top 3. Humble flex, apologies. But yeah, normally top 3, quite often top 1. Don't very often finish in the legend screen, the top 100. But we do tend to win our group. Probably because I've had easier groups rather than my skill. I think it's probably easier groups. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and we are going to get straight into the Rush for Glory. As you can see, there's only 5 hours left. There's been some really good runs. So yeah, 13708, which is really, really good. No one I don't think I know. RS Woody, Rising Stars, shout out. Anyone else in here that I'm aware of? Faux Angelic, Beach Buddies, nice. Who else have we got? Another Beach Buddies, love the pairs, nice, nice. Cool and the gang in there. More Beach Buddies. I tell you, these Beach Buddies, they're good. Beach Buddies, Beach Brawlers, Beach Bums, the whole lot. Not as many RS as there as I'd like to see. I can imagine a lot of you are probably very, very happy about that one. But let's go ahead. Now, I've got a feeling we're going to see a lot of Robot. I ain't scared. Let's do it. Here we go. What are we going to get first? Robot. Now it's going to be what robot we get. Do we get Robot Stasis, Robot Bombardier? Do we get Robot Corsair and Executioner, which a lot of you know is one of my favourite decks at the moment? The Kool-Aid version. Or Skinwalker. Here we go. So we have a Robot and a Knight statue. Let's give him a good luck, and let's see what we can do against Skinwalker. Oh, man. I was just about to give you a shout out. Skinwalker, why are you doing me like that, bro? It's a win, but it's a 1302. It's a 1302. So not off to a high scoring start. But let's see. Let's just get straight back into it. Actually, let's have a look in this group. We got... yeah, it doesn't place you until you've played a few games, I don't think. So I was looking to see what we were aiming for in terms of 13,400 or 13,500 or whatever. But let's see. If we can get a couple of high 1300s, then we should be good. I have had a few over 1400 sometimes. That's normally when you play against people that are running slow decks. So things like Stasis, Frost, Cold Mage. So like the Crystal Mancer decks, normally really, really good for giving you high scoring events. So it should be quite interesting. Here we go. What have we got? Robot Stasis. Okay, with a Snowflake. Let's get the good luck. And let's go. Okay, so we've got a game. This is good. Let's give him the Zealot emote because that is my new favourite emote since we got it in Trials. So, we'll see. Let's see how we can match up against Robot. We've got a gadget as well. So that evens the playing field a little. So let's see what we can do. So summon a few more. I'm rocking Dryad in this basically so as we can get the upgrades. So I use my mimes on those. Tamer deck, so we're pretty good just to spam at the minute. I think we'll leave it like that for now. There's not a lot going on. He's doing okay. He's at 3 merges. So for those of you who don't know or haven't seen about Robot much, basically the more merges you have, the stronger he comes. And Robocop does get very, very strong. Once you get to sort of 15 merges, then you've got 3 of the extra buffs. And then once you get to 20, it's absolutely insane. I'm sure a lot of you have seen Robot gameplay, maybe on this channel, maybe on one of your favourite channels. But yeah, basically at your first merge, you gain the ability to attack. And then at your 5th merge, I believe it is, you get splash damage on your attack. At your 10th merge, I believe it is extra attack damage. At 15, I think it's attack speed. And then at 20 merges, I think you get the critical damage chance buff. So increases your chance of doing critical damage as well. And by the time you get to that, your attack speed is absolutely insane. I mean, you can see already his tier 3 robot just at this stage is kicking out the projectiles. But yeah, I chose to do this today basically because I want to see if it is OP. Everyone's been saying, oh, it's OP, it's OP. And I admit, I've been guilty of this as well. I have definitely said that it is OP. But I think the reason for that is the devs have done it on purpose. I think because of Trials and obviously the release of the robot, the new legendary unit, I think they really wanted to show it off. And I think they were basically so keen on getting people to engage with Robot and buy Robot and engage with the Trials to get to the top and buy the premium passes and all of that good stuff. That they put him behind the paywall, but I don't think it backfired really. I've seen him everywhere, and like this player here now got him up to 11 merges. As you can see, that tier 4 is now super strong. But my only thing is, let's wait until see until tomorrow, see what the new faction blessing is. Hopefully, it's not technogenic again, but I think that will really allow us to see where Robot actually falls in the current meta, because it's going to be interesting. 15% attack speed is absolutely crazy, especially when you're already attacking at an insane amount of knots. I mean, look what it does to the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor is still attacking crazy fast. So yeah, should be able to take this Warlock out before it hits us. Yeah, no problem. We'll work on getting our Chemist up next, but now that we've got 4 Inquisitors, we're in pretty good shape. So yeah, just keep spamming the gadget. So yeah, I think it's going to be really, really interesting to see where Robot fits into the meta after the Faction Blessing's gone, because I think that is going to make a difference. I think it really is going to make a difference. Let's get our Chemist all the way up. Only 1 golden square, so when he gets to 20, we might struggle to keep up a little bit. But we're pretty good at the minute, and I think for the extra attack speed and damage and things like that, I think Chemist is going to account for that. So he's only now 1 merge away, so I think he's going to be desperately seeking that number 20. He hasn't got many stasises on the board. Stasises. See, we had this on Game by the Beaches stream on Friday. Someone's going to correct me. Stasises? Is it stasis? Stasises? Stasises? What is it? I don't know. Stasis. Stasises. I'm saying it. Don't at me. Okay, let's try and clean up our board a little bit. We've done a little bit of a spam there, but we will now get some of those. I think we'll chuck it onto our golden square. No problem at all with the Warlock, but as you can see, neither did they. Absolutely smashed it with the Robot. They're now at 20. Got a couple of tier 4s, 3 tier 3s, 1 tier 2. Now they've got 4 stasis. Am I going to be regretting running this deck? Let's try that. Didn't quite work. I was hoping we might get a tier 5 there. But we can definitely go ahead and put that on our tier 4 on the golden square. And then what else can we do? We'll get our Bombardier up a little bit. Hopefully that's also going to buy us time as well. Now we've got a golden amulet square, and that golden amulet square is as good as it sounds. If you watch this one here, he is going to be putting out an insane amount of damage. So we're actually in really good shape. We've got tier 5, we've got 3 tier 3s, 2 tier 2s, tier 1, and then we've got a couple of Bombardiers, 1 at tier 3, and a Chemist at tier 3. As you can see, we took that out a heck of a lot quicker than he's taken out his. He hasn't maxed out Robot or Stasis yet, so we will wait and see. I'm just deciding whether or not I want to go for 10 or whether or not I want to stay at 7, because I'm looking at that golden amulet square in the bottom left-hand corner and I'm thinking I need something on there. But yeah, I think we're pretty good. Tore through our Banner Lord, so we're in really good shape. So anyway, guys, yeah, about the channel some more. So over the last few days, I've been putting in a lot of work, trying to make it professional for you guys, really. Make it more of an enjoyable experience, even if you do have to look at me instead of just hear me. But yeah, hopefully you like the new graphics, the new format. So you've got the screen in the middle, me out there. And then I'm going to try and update as often as I can the decks that I'm going to be rocking for the videos. And maybe if you want, I'll put in like some of the equipment that I use and stuff like that as well. And also maybe like my top 3 decks or something like that. If you've got suggestions for the videos, for the format and things like that that you want to see, let me know. Definitely open to receive feedback, and definitely welcome video ideas and things like that, stuff that you want to see. I've got a couple of ideas for things that I want to do. So yeah, let's see how that develops. But hopefully you're enjoying all of the content at the moment. I've had lots of positive feedback. So yeah, thank you very much to everyone who's liked, subscribed and everything so far. But just like our little fairy down there, She's on the social media, liking, commenting, subscribing. Yeah, do all that good stuff and hit the bell to make sure you get a reminder every time that I upload a video or go live or anything like that. So yeah, he had a 20 million. It didn't go well. So we managed to get the dub. How many did we get? 13, 14. Not great. Not great. But never mind. It's a win. It's a win. Let's go straight back in. But yeah, definitely hit me up. And I'll get links here to like Discord channels and things like that I'm in, some really good communities. I'll put my Discord user ID on here, as well as my user ID in-game. If you want to add me, and we'll play. Yeah, let's see what we get this time. I'm expecting some more robot. That's pretty much all it's been. Everywhere. Robot, robot, robot. It's either been robot or the co-op hack glitch feature for the infinite waves. If you haven't seen it before, check out my channel. I've got a video on it and how to do it. So if you want to get a new personal high, try and get it. I'm thinking that when 8.1 drops, they might sneak patch something that might make that less possible. I got to 800 with a clanmate of mine, Handy, who basically he disconnected, unfortunately, so he didn't get the score, but I got a new record high of 800 and something. I'll show you afterwards. But yeah, new record high of 800. So I was over the moon. That was really easy to get as well. So the trick is basically you're just hammering all of the bosses before they can get to you, including Tribunal. So yeah, that's literally all this week seems to have been, is Corsair co-op and robots on the ladder. Summon some more. He's really not having any luck over there with his robots. He's quite far behind, and this is the problem with robot, I find, especially early game. And if you get against maybe a shaman deck or something like that, they could take you out, snipe you really, really early before you get anything going. So it's going to be interesting to see how the meta changes over the next few days when people start to realise the strengths and weaknesses of robot. And especially in the early game, as they settle into the typical role. I think once the Technogenic faction blessing goes, I think we're going to see robot take a new place in the meta, and it might not need enough. It is definitely still going to be very powerful, but I don't know whether or not it's game breaking powerful. Let's see it in its unbuffed form before we make any judgments. So there we go, took that out, no problem. He's at 8 merges now. So let's just move a couple of these around, hopefully get another in quiz. There we go, we're good. Okay, let's do... Oh no, I merged the wrong thing. Okay. It's a mistake, but it's good. We're still early game, we're still early. Time to recover. What I might do is merge those tier 2s. Okay, that works. That works. We've got 2 chemists, 2 bombardiers. Normally only need 1 of each, really. But yeah, we're happy. We're happy. We're sitting good here. I can't see any problems at the minute. He's really struggling with his robots. At the minute, he's only got 1 Harlequin debuffed one, and that's only a tier 2. He's at 10 merges, but he might be out before he starts to get any decent ones on there. He's got a lot of mines waiting, so if he does get a few in a row, we could be in a little bit of trouble. But at the minute, we're looking good. Hope everyone's been having an amazing weekend. It's night time here in the UK. Getting ready for work tomorrow. What have you been doing? You been doing anything good? Comment. Let me know. Let's level up our units. Just for Bedlam, make sure we get through this nice and comfortably. No problem with the Bombardier. Ugh, see, this is where he could get really lucky with the flip. Fingers crossed. Ah, oh, man. He has. Hopefully he gets flipped again. Ah, oh, man. Here we go. Now we've got a game. Now we have a game. Right. Game face is on. This is going to be interesting now. So what has he got? 2 tier 4s, 2 tier 3s, a 2 and a 1. And he's going to be going for more as well. I think he's getting up towards 15, 13. Okay, so once he gets to 15, it really kicks on. 15 and then 20 are quite game-changing. You get the extra attack. I think it's attack speed. And then critical damage chance, which really puts the output through the roof. And we're getting matched. He's putting in some damage. He's still getting some 15. Watch these boys now. Watch Robocop kick some butts. So we didn't get through his Bedlam as quickly as we did, which is cool. But his board is looking good now. I wasn't worried to start with. Oh no, I forgot. We're not scared. See, tearing through boss. Tearing through the boss. That was a tsunami of damage. Okay, see, he's sending me the laughing face. He's feeling the robot power. But I don't think he knows we've got 5,500 mana in the bank. And we're just about to flood this. As soon as Bedlam's down at 40 seconds, boom, here we go. So let's see if we can immediately get some more damage on the board. We're looking good now. We're up to our 7 inks. We have a couple of golden squares, 1 golden square. We've got a tier 2 on that one, so that's going to be pretty good. All of our amulet squares, apart from 1, are all up. So yeah, this is going to be interesting now. He's at 20 now and absolutely demolishing mobs. 3 Stacies, 4 Stacies. We are doing slightly better on the bosses. Let's hope we can get his lanes to run a little bit longer. Hopefully, he'll get a bit greedy and try merging his Stacies for more robots. In terms of damage, I think we can probably match him. We've got our legendary gear on. It's going to be the slow. It's going to be the Stacies that will be the difference. Hopefully Bombardier will save us with the stun at the portal. We've got a tier 3, so that pretty much hits the boss straight away. And the Banner Lords and stuff like that stacks them up at the portal so as we can hit them with the area damage. But yeah, he's now got a lot of slow. That's a little bit worrying. See, I mean, they're going nowhere. The only thing is he's not taking mobs out, so he is going to get really high bosses soon. See, 5.3 million and we were just 1. So he's going to feel the effects and he's going to get hit by mana and flipped and all sorts. But he's also going to have an absolute ton of damage where he can just plow them down. What we need really is something like a Gorgon or a Warlock or Bedlam would be pretty cool. to flip his board and hopefully give him a worse flip than it did before, because that was nutty. And it is literally, that flip is literally the only reason we're still playing. I'm noticing on my stream that there is some video issues with the broadcast of the phone. Apologies for that if it's annoying you. I will try and sort that out before I do my next video. I don't know what's causing it. Screen mirroring. Something going on. Something's interfering with the connection. But here we go. 8 seconds till Bedlam. This is going to be a good boss for us, I think. He's going to have a lot of damage to do, but he's going to get flipped a lot. So 45.9. And we've melted before we got flipped. So he's going to get some high-level robots, some high-level units, but every time he rebuilds his board, he's just going to get flipped. And see, this is the thing. Bedlam can really work in your favour, or it can really screw you over. And he's going to take a hit here, no doubt about it. But it just depends on what units he ends up with at the end. And so he's still got a lot of stasis. So I think we're going to win on a boss. I don't know whether or not his lane will get to the other end. So we use the gadget now, slow everything down straight away, and then it will have recharged if our lane does get long. But yeah, as much as he will probably not lose during the wave, he's going to have another big boss. Simple as that. It's just the fact he hasn't got the damage to keep up with his stasis, basically. His stasis are bunching everything together, but he's not able to damage them quick enough. So we've got our gadget if we need it again. I'm not going to use it. We don't need it. This is a dub. $13.6. Melting. So we're done, and he's still got 71 million to go. And it's Tamer, so there's obviously the other mobs as well. Robot's got area damage, but there's just no way. There is no way. Game over. So let's hit him with the good game. So we'll get a few extra points. It won't just be a 1302. We'll get the Tamer mobs as well. If we had Demonologist, we could hopefully try and get some more. But as you can see, like, he's not even going to get it down to 60 million. So Tsunami from Elite Core. Good game. Good game. See, look at that damage. That's from a level 7 robot. Level 7 robot doing 288 million damage. And my max level Inquisitor only did 316. I mean, I know we had the same mobs and all of that, and he had bosses with higher HP. But that's insane. That is absolutely insane. And that 1.9k crit as well. It's not like crazy. It's pretty good, but it's not crazy. Not like mine. Oops. So 1318, that's good. It's good. Have we got any idea what we're aiming for yet? No. From what I've played, normally 13,400 is normally good for top 3, unless someone has a really good game, and then you get into sort of 13600, 13700, and then you're talking about legend, leaderboard, time. Apex Kingsman, 2.5k crit, so this is going to be a harder game. Playlord. Now, I've played against some of these guys before, and they are good players. They've spent in the game 2.5k crit. I didn't see what level his gadget was, unfortunately. The Apex Plurred. Shout out. So we're good. We're just chilling. He's over there. He's going to be working. So we've got stasis again. This is going to be harder than the last game, though. Much harder than the last game. Basically, just because of that crit. When you saw the damage that he did before, his robot is probably 8 or 9, likely, depending on how hard he went into trials. He's stacking up a lot of robots there. So his lane's a bit long at the minute, but it's not going to be for long. Once he gets those merges going, he's waiting for a few HQs, a few mimes, and then that merge count will go up quite rapidly. So we're going to have to work on our boards to try and keep up. So 30 seconds, let's go. So I tend to wait until I've got a good amount of mana before I start spamming the board. Basically because I want to have enough time, enough mana to recover and make sure that I get a good solid 4 units on the board. 4 Inquisitors on the board, sorry, not just units. For the boss, basically, so we can take it out really, really easily and there's no pressure, no strain. Ready for the next one. We've got a chemist as well, a couple of chemists. We need a bombardier, but I'm thinking in this game we're going to need to go to 7. We're almost certainly going to need to go to 7 Inquisitors. But because I mean this could go 3, 4, 5 bosses. What was that? Let's keep count. That was the first boss. And the reason I save up mana is basically because at any point you can get a rogue Inquisitor come up that really screws you. So you could be chilling really good with a 4 or 7, and then all of a sudden you get a tier 1 Inquisitor that takes your damage right down because you've no longer got that extra attack speed and the splash damage. So yeah, I like to save up my mana. Make sure I've got enough that if something does go wrong and I don't get exactly the summons that I need, that I've got time to recover before the boss. Normally sort of 10-20 seconds is enough, so if you can get your board sorted with 10-20 seconds before the boss, then you're good. Obviously that becomes harder and harder as the Banner Lords start coming in at 40 seconds remaining and stuff like that after the second boss. So we've got a Dryad sitting there on a golden square, putting in work. So we're not going to do anything else for Tamer, so we might as well upgrade some units. We might be able to max them all out before we get to the boss. And we can. So Tamer's not going to mess with our board, so there's no need to save mana for the next start of the waves. We don't need to start summoning units and things like that yet. But I'm looking at his boards, and I don't like what I see. So Tamer again, so next boss won't be a problem. He's just hit 15 merges. Oh dear. As we sitting there, I've got Gadget on pause. Please hold. His board is looking really, really good. He is getting some great merges. Is it 20 yet? No. Wow. He's got a tier 5 on an amulet square. I don't think it's a golden gadget square, but it is a gadget square. So that is going to be trouble. He's got a couple of tier 4s, a few tier 3s. Yeah. We're going to need to put in some work. I'm not going to do it before this boss, which is probably a little bit of a risk because we've got Bannerlord coming up next. Let's try and get some more golden squares. I'm cutting it a bit fine, so next round we're going to have the Bannerlord coming up. So I'm only going to have about 20 seconds to get my board into shape and get hopefully either 7 or 10. We're both absolutely tearing through the bosses. So this is a little bit of a risk, and you'll see now why I like to save up mana. Because as you can see, we've got a mismatch on our number of Inquisitors, and before you know it, that line of mobs grows so quickly. So quickly. So let's get a couple of these off there. We desperately need another Inquisitor. There we go, we're good. Our prayers were answered. Let's put it, so we'll upgrade our Chemist. So we get some good armor penetration, good damage reduction, damage increase there. I'm just trying to work out where to put that Dryad. I don't really want to put it anywhere yet, because I don't really want those extra Bombardiers on the board. One's enough. If you can get 1 to 3 or 4, you're good. And that's why it's quite often preferred to Stasis. So we don't need that for that. So we've got a tier 3 on a golden gadget square now. So basically that's been doubled. So that'll be putting in double work now. But his board is in really good shape. He has got lots of slow with those stasis. He's got 3 tier 4s, a tier 5 robot. Is this going to prove me wrong? Is this going to serve me right? Should I have run a robot deck? My personal favourite at the minute, Robot, Executioner, and Corsair, definitely. Corsair and Executioner, if you're at sort of level 9, maybe even level 10, Corsair, then it's really strong, and it gives you that protection early game so as you can get your merges up, basically. So we're keeping up so far. We're looking good. We are looking good. Another gold square on the amulet. Should we go for 10 next? Warlock. So our Warlock's gone down. He's going to get hit. He was only a tier 1, and he's replaced it straight away. Of course he has. Gorgon. Should we go for 10? Should we go for 10? Is it being greedy? I think it's being greedy. Let's get some Dryads. That Dryad. And power up. Yeah, our amulet square. It's always good to prioritize. For me, I go golden amulet squares are definitely priority number 1. Any damage unit goes on there. And then amulet gadget squares, so just the normal grey ones. Oh, we've got an issue with the screen share for some reason. I don't know what is going on. But we now have a tier 4. Right, that boss is down. Let me just quickly stop sharing my screen, and I will try and sort this out. Do it live. Screen mirror. Oh, we're getting a good game already. Is he giving up? Is he giving up? No, he's not giving up, but he did take a hit. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to debug this as I'm going. So he's disconnected. We're good. So, okay, let me try and figure this out right now. Sorry for this. Technical difficulties, man. Didn't have this when I was just recording. Hopefully you guys like it better. Hopefully I'll be able to get this back for you now. We are not having luck. Right, let's kill that one. I'm trying. Bear with me. Technical difficulties. I sincerely apologize, guys. I couldn't get everything working again in time to do a full video of all of the trials. But I do have something for you very, very soon. Hold on 1 second. What's up? Told you I had something special for you. Okay, so we went through Robot, everything like that, playing against it within quiz. And I know people are going to say, well, they're not the same level as you, they're not the same crit as you. So I've got one of my friends from Royal Star to come and play me with their robot deck. So apologies again for the glitchy screen share. I don't know quite what's going on yet, but I promise you I will figure it out. And we will definitely get more of these going in the future, and this will be the format from now on. So I'm just waiting for Philly to accept. I think this is Philly. Shout out Philly, thank you very much. So 2.7k crit. We've got Robot, we've got in quiz. Let's give him the cheers. And let's go. Let's see. Let's really put it to the test. Someone with a pretty even, he's got a level 15 gadget as well, so he's going to get the golden squares. The golden squares for the robots, which really, really improves damage output and everything like that, as we were going over earlier. So let's see. Is Robot really that strong? We'll find out tomorrow, but let's have a look. He's not having a lot of luck early game. So let's see what he can do. So, okay, he's off the mark. 1, 2. I'm not going to count all the way through. Don't worry. We're still to get in a quiz. Once we get one of those on the board. But we do have a chemist. We do have lots of dryads. So it should be good. He's not getting a great deal of robots at the minute anyway, so we're not falling behind. He does have stasis though, which is what you see most regularly at the minute, I think, with the robot deck. Adding that slow basically to just buy you the time and then drag you into the late game. So we have a golden square, that's good. So let's get a dryad off that. So as we can maybe summon an inquisitor onto that square. We didn't quite get onto that square, but we do have an inquisitor now. So we're a little bit more comfortable than we were a second ago. He's still building. He's going low and slow. He's using his Harlequin on Summoner, interestingly. His merge level's not incredible so far. Interesting. I was on Garrett from Game by the Beaches stream on Friday, and he seemed to have more success with going on the slow burn rather than going all out mega attack and getting as many robots, as many merges as quickly as possible. Maybe there's some merit. maybe there's some merit in taking your time and building your board more slowly. And maybe not, because, I mean, my tactic is immediately use all Harlequins, all Mimes, and just hammer my robots. Anything that's under a level 2, merge it out. Get everything up to level 3 and above, and get your merges up to 15 at least as quickly as you possibly can. So let's see what we can get here. Not a great deal, but we will upgrade some more of our Inquirs. I don't really like that chemist there. Bit of a waste of golden amulet square. I'd like some damage on there. But he's getting up now. He's up to 11. He's got a good board of robots. A lot of tier 2s there, though, which I might expect him to merge out. But he's going well. He doesn't need to, really, at the moment. So he's going for the slow burn. The game by the beach, slow burn. He's creeped his way into Royal Star. Maybe he was watching. Maybe he was watching you, G. I want to try and get another chemist. Get rid of that one there. Right, we've got a good bombardier now as well. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Another golden square. Okay. Okay. Try and get that out of there. Ah, level 2 chemist on there now. What's he up to? Let's keep an eye on his board for a second. Let's upgrade a couple of units. So he's up to 18. He's going to start causing some problems soon. Even though he's doing some significant damage already. Let's do that. Oh, okay, we can probably put a cloned tier 3 on there. If we greedy, we could go for a tier 4. But I want to show you that played properly, an Inquisitor deck is probably, in my opinion anyway, just as strong as a robot deck. So I'm going to play sensibly. Got through that at roughly the same speed. I only have 4 Inquirs. I'm probably going to need 7, so I'm going to need to start being a bit more aggressive in a second. Let's get that on there. Let's get that up to a tier 4. Okay, so we've got 7 on the board now. Let's upgrade the one on the golden square. We've got a tier 3 chemist. We've got a tier 3 bombardier. So that's going to serve us well. But he's up to 20 now. He's got a tier 5 robot. Not on an amulet square or golden square. So it's not horrendous. But still pretty damn powerful. And we're going through things at about the same speed. His robot is max. My Inquirs, bombardier, chemist are only at level 2. So I think we've got a bit in the bag. Just want to make sure we don't get hit by this. He went through it about the same. Right, now we're going to bash everything, level it all up. And now this will help us push mobs back across to his side, because we're both killing things really, really quickly. So every time we kill a mob, it basically goes into his queue to be spawned on his side. So hopefully, if we can start doing that more damage, like we went through Bedlam, through Bannerlord, a heck of a lot quicker than he did that time. And again that time, he's still got Bannerlord up. So we're ahead. We are ahead. Again, 3rd Bannerlord. Ours is gone. He's still at about 500k left on the mob, so we're looking good. His board is also looking good. He's got 5 Stacies, so that's definitely going to help him. as the waves get longer and longer. But I like where we're at the moment. I liked it. Just melted that. Absolutely melted that, both of us. Bedlam. See, now this could be... If his lines get long, he's likely to get flipped this time. And with stasis, he's building it up, building it up, building it up. But if you haven't got that splash damage to clear out the Banner Lords, then you're going to struggle, because you're going to get a mob with millions of health. So he still hasn't killed the first... He's killed the first one, not the second one. Philly's still doing a great ton of damage, but he's going to have a difficult boss, and I think he's going to get flipped, and it's going to depend on his luck during the Bedlam flip as to whether or not this pans out well for him. But I mean, I just want to prove that Robot is not as insanely overpowered as everyone is saying, and I think we'll probably see that tomorrow. Just my opinion, and it remains to be seen. But we shall see. So he's got flipped. Oh, it's a terrible flip for him. Philly. Oh, and that's no better for him. Oh, man. Bad RNG, brother. Oh, wow. 3 flips. 3 terrible flips for Philly. Is he going to get a last one? Oh my word. And that is even worse. Oh, Philly. I know you've got that tier 5 on the golden square, but man, that has got a sting. Bedlam. And it is one of the problems with stasis. If you haven't got the area damage to take it out, you end up with sizable bosses, and then you take 2 hearts every time. I do think we've got this, though. I do think we've got this. Let's hit him with a good game. Philly, good game, man. You had some bad RNG. Some bad RNG. But there we go, guys. I thought I'd make up for the technical difficulties by giving you a relatively even matchup. Both high-level cards, both high-level gadget, both high crit. So I just didn't want there to be any dispute there. It was like, you're in Royal Star and you've got better things than everything. So hopefully I've proved my point that Inquisitor can still be just as strong, and I don't think it's out of the meta. I don't think Robot is the replacement for Inquisitor. I think Ink's still good. So I still stand by my decision to upgrade it to maximum level. So there you go. You've seen some Robot gameplay. You've seen some Royal Star gameplay. You've seen some Rush for Glory, and you've seen me struggle to do a recording. So yeah, all in all pretty good, but you did have to put up with my ugly mug. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, ring that bell, get the notifications. Really hope to see you again soon, and hopefully I'll have ironed out the technical difficulties. But for now, this is your boy Hexassist. Take it easy.